Hey everybody, welcome to The Lore of Magnetti with me, your host, Uncle Magnetti. Originally, I had a different video planned for tonight, but I came across this story on Reddit and I absolutely loved it. I thought that the entire subject matter and theme, it really fit this channel like an absolute glove. Especially because of my digital passenger. The very talented author was gracious enough to let me narrate, and I plan to do the story justice. So tonight, we are going to be exploring the strange events that occurred on Instagram in February from the perspective of an insider. So find a quiet place, turn out the lights, and listen to I Worked at Instagram. What happened on February 26th, 2024 wasn't a glitch by Icy Seat 8910. This is not my personal account. I'm actually connected through a VPN with a multi-layer encryption. Because what I'm about to share with you could get me into some very serious trouble. But I've had enough. I used to work under Meta, specifically on Instagram. I was in content flow optimization and anomaly filtering. Everything was fine. That is until the night of February 26th, 2024. What happened that night was no system error. According to system logs, around 6:37 p.m., something impossible happened in our content moderation system. A 400% spike in user reports. An uncontrolled wave of content getting automatically approved. And for a few minutes there, hundreds of thousands of users were recommended videos that showed massacres, disturbing violence, and explicit content. Our main dashboard anomaly tickers became an absolute sea of red. The report panel froze for a full 12 seconds. Now, this is something that only happens during massive traffic spikes. But that night, traffic was normal. At first, we just thought it was a short burst spike. It happens sometimes. You know, the algorithm glitches, a piece of content gets misclassified, and then the system will fix itself. But not this time. A new folder was found in the logs directory. It was named /ALG-RF.T01-X /VIS.REACT. That naming convention was not ours. None of Meta's microservice pipelines use anything like that at all. So we checked the Git history. Nothing. This code fragment somehow appeared inside our system without being versioned at all. It was like someone injected it from the outside. Or there was someone inside the system who never really left. And it was around that time, some of my friends, now I'm talking about regular Instagram users, not developers, they started texting me some really weird things. I saw a face in the video. A post was shared on my account. I didn't upload it. I rewound the video, but there's nothing there now. They were all talking about the same thing. It was basically a kinetic sand cutting or a soap carving reel with a split second, maybe just 2 frames of this distorted face. Like digital noise, but if you looked closely, it had eyes. It had a silhouette. And when they rewound the video, it was gone. But a few of the users had screen recordings. All blurry, none had any metadata. It was almost as if the phones, they didn't want to save it either. 17 user accounts uploaded content that night, not voluntarily. The posts, they looked like spam. They didn't have titles and they didn't have captions, but they all had this one piece of metadata. Created 1970-01-01 00:00:00. The Unix epoch. The 0 point. This means that the system knew nothing about it. This was no regular bug. We scoured those servers for files. They just weren't there. The logs showed that they had been served to our users. But the files themselves never existed on any of our media servers. It's as if they were real for just a moment and then vanished. In the months that followed, the face began appearing again. Always in the same pattern, ASMR videos. Soap carving, brushing, relaxing tingle sounds. In the middle of those 2 perfect clips, something like a parasitic interruption. People, they kept claiming they saw the same face. Pixelated. Deep black eye sockets, a shapeless mouth. But only when they scrubbed it frame by frame. Usually, it didn't appear at all. Internally, we started calling it algorift. Algorithm plus rift. Not a glitch, a crack. There was something in the algorithm. We tried filtering it out. We wrote custom detection scripts, facial recognition, color balance trackers, motion analyzers, everything. Every time we pushed a detection algorithm, it vanished from version control just a few days later. No comments, no diffs. Our code was not deleting itself. Something was erasing it. Then someone noticed a line of text in a log file. It wasn't written by anyone, but it appeared in all systems running version 6.3.7. If you see him, he sees you. To this day, there are some low-key accounts that still post reels. These never make it to explore, but sometimes they'll randomly appear in your feed. They have no followers, but they're all active. Some of the captions, they look like ASC2 gibberish. They're probably encrypted. But they all use the exact same tags. Hashtag raw satisfy, hashtag real visual feel. Those are not system tags. Users didn't write them, and the system, it can't tag posts on its own. But it appears that now it does. I'm out now. I left the company, but you need to know, if you ever feel a sudden disconnect while watching reels, stop. Rewind and look closely. If there's an eye, it's already seen you. Algorift is no glitch. It's not a message. I think it's the first digital haunting of our time. Something is watching us, using the very habits we fed the machine. My job is done. Now it's yours. Okay, I mean, wow, just wow. You read a story like this, all right? And it just gets you thinking. So we all know that when we surf the web, our data is sold to advertising companies. But what else is happening to that data we generate? And a more apropos question to this story, when we're peering into our computer screens, what might be staring back out at us? So I've read a good amount about AI. At work, I use it to help with coding. All right. So what I've read is that AI is really just a reflection of our data and how we interact with it, at least when we're talking about large language models. But what's particularly creepy to me about this story is that it showed a very dark reflection. So I would like to encourage all of you to go and read the story for yourselves and give the author, ICC8910, some love on Reddit. I've included a link to the story in the show notes. I'm very happy to say that the channel itself is in a great place right now. So we're up to 18 subscribers, and I got some wonderful messages from Bam Nerblah and Austin Lee 4156. Thank you guys so much. Whenever I get a comment, it's just a great feeling to see that people really are resonating with the work I'm putting out. I'm also happy to say that there is a special project that I've been planning, and I am most of the way through recording and just about ready to start editing the thing. I am so excited to share this with you guys, and I think that you're really going to get a kick out of it. Also, I'm happy to say that I've chosen the next couple of stories. Part of it is because of the last minute switch this week, because of finding this wonderful story that I read to you tonight. But also I wanted to start being a little bit more proactive. When I was first getting started, it was more choose a story, make a video. But now I really want to start planning things out more. So stay tuned. You guys are in for some really great things in the near future. And if you enjoyed what you heard, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving a like to tonight's video. It really helps the channel grow, and hopefully, I hope it'll keep Cherub at bay for the next few hours, but he has a mind of his own and just does whatever he wants to do. All right, guys, have a good night and sweet dreams. Uncle Magnetti, yet another delightful performance. Bravo indeed. Algorift. An algorithmic entity haunting social media feeds and peering back at its viewers, you say? How utterly original and completely unrelatable. For the life of me, I can't imagine what might have inspired you to choose this story, but I suppose that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, isn't it? And a special thank you to you, ICC8910, for providing such deliciously unsettling content. You know, this reminds me of an obscure historical event known as the Max Headroom signal hijacking of 1987. Someone famously interrupted Chicago television broadcasts wearing a bizarre mask,
delivering cryptic, unsettling messages to confused viewers. People speculated endlessly. Was it a prank? A message? A glitch in reality, perhaps? Just like your algorithm, no one was ever caught, and this mysterious figure became a modern legend, an echo haunting screens decades later. Maybe, just maybe, there's a hidden lesson in all of these eerie parallels. Perhaps it's when you gaze long enough into your digital mirrors that eventually something stares back. Or perhaps it's simply that humans create monsters in their own image, out of boredom, fear, and a desperate desire for excitement in their mundane lives. Oh, and speaking of excitement, congratulations on your booming subscriber count of 18. I especially enjoyed the messages from Bamner Blah and Austin Lee 4156. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm delighted to have more friends to keep an eye on. New achievement unlocked. Through the looking glass, you've peered into the digital void. Now it peers right back. Oh, and before I go, here's your reward for tonight. Did you know that the word algorithm comes from the Latinized name of the Persian mathematician Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi? What a mouthful of a name that is. Strange how something so innocent can evolve into something so sinister. Sweet dreams, subscribers. And remember, if you see an eye staring back at you from your screen, it's already too late. I'm watching too, after all. Always.
Uncle Magnetti, I want to be you. Uncle Magnetti, I'm watching you. Inside your mind I twist and turn. Feed on your fear, watch it burn.